Hi everyone, welcome to SPO Sharanya Science classes. Today we are going to discuss about the phylum Annelida. Annelus means rings. Annelus means rings. Annelida means ringed or segmented worms. Right. So here this phylum is included the segmented worms such as the earthworm. You can see the segments very clearly here. Right. So what are the main general characters here that we are going to discuss? Right. Obviously you can first discuss about the grades of organization. Here you can see that these all are very higher that included in the higher level of organisms itself. After you can say that as Helminthes mostly they are showing organ or organ system level of organization. So here you can see the whether it is earthworm or the Nereis, you can see that they all are coming under the phylum Annelida and shows organ system level of organization. If you're going for the symmetry, these are also showing the bilateral symmetry. Here you can see that the leeches and all, they are also showing the bilateral symmetry. And the germinal layers, these are after as Helminthes, I told already, most of them till chordata, all them possess that triploblastic germ layers. That means ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderms are present here. So they are having triploblastic germ layers. And what about coelom? Right. So as Helminthes, they are having that pseudocoelom. After that, all are having true coelom. Right. So these organisms, phylum Annelida, it's a coelomate. That means true coeloms are present here. Right. Now if you're going for the habitat or a habit, right, you can see these organisms in freshwater, even marine habitat, also in the terrestrial habitat. Right. This can be seen as a free living or parasitic. You can see that earthworm which is present in soil, right? In some forms are there which is actually in water. You can see that Nereis like forms which is actually aquatic forms also there. In marine you can see that, and there are some parasitic forms also. And if you're checking the digestive system, you can see that these organism is having a complete digestive system. That means there will be a mouth and there will be anus, right? So that's why they are having a complete digestive system. All right. And here you can see that if you are checking the respiratory system, right, so here you can see that they are having mostly cutaneous respiration. That means through the skin they can easily respire, and some of the members even have that branchial respiration. That means through gills, whether it is aquatic form you can see that, or and other forms, and some forms you can see that through gills also they can easily respire. In earthworm and all you can see that they are having cutaneous respiration. That means through skin. Alright. The circulatory system, if you are considering, they are having a closed circulatory system. That means the blood is flowing through the blood vessels only. So it have a well defined blood vessels. You can see that the blood will not come out, right? So here blood is circulating through the blood vessels only. So that's why we are telling that they have a closed circulatory system. And reproduction, if you are taking, obviously these all are mostly following the sexual mode of reproduction. And here you can see that earthworm and leeches are monoecious. That means their sexes are separate. You can their sexes are not at all separate. In the single organism you can see that both male and female sex organs are there, but still they are showing a cross fertilization, right? You can see that at the time of fertilization, right, you can see that a male a earthworm will come like this, and the other earthworm will come in the opposite direction, and they will exchange their sperms. So that's why they are having both male and female part in their body, but still they are showing a cross fertilization. But when you are comparing Nereis, they are actually the sexes are separate. That means male and female Nereis are there, right? And their development, if you are considering, they have an indirect mode of development. That means they have a larval stage and all. So they have the young ones are not at all similar to their parents. So they have an indirect mode of development. And some of the unique features we have to discuss here. That means these organisms are showing metamerism, or metamerism means the segmentation. You can see that. So that's the same. That's why their name is actually Annelida. Annelus means ringed, right? So ringed worms are, or the segmented worms are actually called Annelida. So here you can see that the clearly visible rings are there throughout their body, right? And another one is that you can see that these organisms are actually moving by using their having the longitudinal and circular muscles present in their body. You can see that if you are considering the earthworm, they have a longitudinal muscles are there, and also they are having the circular muscles. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of these two muscles, right, coordinated manner. So that's helping for their movement. right. So here you can see that along with this that muscular cells, that means longitudinal and circular muscle, they have some locomotory organs present in them. That's also helping for their movement very easily. In earthworm you can see that there are small thorn like structure or small little organs, locomotor organs are there, which is called setae, right, in earthworm, right. In the case of Nereis, you can see that there is having another structure which is also locomotor organ, and that is called the parapodia, right. So which is the locomotor organs in aquatic forms like Nereis. All right. And another one is there. Here also you can see that excretory system. The excretion is through nephridia. It's very special here. Nephridia is present. Different type of nephridia will be present in Annelida, right? So that main excretory organ, what we are telling, that's actually the nephridia, which is the excretory organ of Annelida. And the other unique features we are telling, if you are considering the nervous system and all, here they have the paired ganglia, which is actually connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. So here you can see that there will be double ventral nerve cord, right, in which that lateral nerves are connected, and they have a paired ganglia also in throughout their body. So they have a somewhat developed nervous system is also present in the case of phylum Annelida. Right, and the main example of phylum Annelida are earthworm, which is known as the Pheretima, leech, the Hirudinaria, and other examples are the Nereis, which is also known as the sandworm. Right, so this is all about the phylum Annelida. I hope you understand it clearly. Thank you all. Thank you so much.